Greetings, internets. Tinker 2112 here at 12:07 Eastern Daylight Time on Sunday, the 12th of September, 2010. Joined as usual by
insanefastone, aka Jen, aka one half of Father Spleen.
Alright, controller, please get out of derp mode, thank you. Alright,
Does your controller always do derp mode?
yes it does.
That really sucks.
And I have to remember where I'm going. Alright, so I was supposed to get back to the Elsa, right? Because that's where KOS-MOS is?
You went to the beach, right?
Yeah. Actually,
So then,
I posted that video yesterday.
yeah. So then,
Remember, Eric, press circle to open doors!
so then, like, I haven't progressed the story after that, actually. So, I don't remember. Because I haven't had time to play it, because college is intense.
Yeah. It varies. For me, like, there were years that were busy and years that were not so busy.
Well, that was that last week, that was my first week of classes. And then I had, like, the week before that was half packing, half moving in, and half just random crazy. So I haven't had any time for the past 2 weeks to do much anything.
Well, with KOS-MOS, I think we will have a full party for the first time.
Yay!
Okay, it looks like this is a dead end. Oh, please don't tell me the first 30 minutes of this session are going to be lost. There's supposed to be something exciting coming up, I think. Maybe it's a dock. Anyway, we are recording earlier today because I'm really psyched about the US Open Men's Final. That's the tennis US Open for people who don't follow this stuff. Because there's also a golf US Open.
This one is tennis. That lets you go back to the Kukai Foundation. The Elsa's the lower one.
Yeah. The Elsa's the... Oh! I love it how she suddenly, like, goes into, like, crack mode when she goes up or down an escalator.
It is quite fun.
I make so many drug references in these videos.
Well, there's so much phallic imagery, too, so...
That would be sex references. I make a lot of those, too.
We both do.
By the way, you used the word derp in a way that I'd never heard it used or seen it used before. I didn't know that somebody could make a derp. I mean, it makes sense, but...
A derp is a noun, a verb, and an adjective.
and an interjection. Don't forget that.
Yes, you can use derp in many ways.
Sort of like some other four-letter words.
Yes.
You know, maybe I should talk to Hammer.
Hammer would know. Oh yeah, you gotta talk to the captain.
Well, I was on the bridge. He wasn't there. Oh, I guess I was supposed to talk to Alan.
Okay.
Current
Alan was
output
actually
is 5.806 LPP. Not even 3% of the required levels.
In other words, you're saying it's impossible to open the door to Lost Jerusalem.
Open the door.
Door cannot be
It's
opened with
doubtful
that
whether we
weapon.
can even find it. I've told you repeatedly that the emulators were mere supplements.
But they don't have the
You're one who
emulators.
ignored that. Because of you,
They
we've
know where they
lost
are.
a valuable asset. I've done what I can with what we have, but it's not going to make much difference. Even Mizrahi couldn't pull this off without the original.
Oh, so I guess Mizrahi was pretty
have
badass.
you finally come to acknowledge that lunatic's work?
I'm just being objective.
He looks like
No one in
Agent
the
Smith.
universe is as knowledgeable
I was going
in
to
this
say that
field
too.
as he was.
We can't keep our commander waiting any longer. We'll proceed with Plan 401.
Of course, that begs the question, who is their commander?
That seems a bit extreme to me.
How about,
100 series that Helmer's protege is based
how about
not only
Plan
does it
404,
contain the
Plan Not
entire
Found?
Mizrahi, but the access code for the UMN transfer column to the sealed area of Old Milsha.
If you hear random noises in the background, I'm in my dorm right now, my roommate's doing stuff at her desk, and I also have
I'm
the
well
window
aware
open.
of the importance of Milsha and the Y data. That's why I'm using you.
I do not like him. His eyes share the same look as Mizrahi.
Wait, who is he using?
The same as
Helmer?
yours.
I missed the name.
Crap.
I'll be waiting for the good news.
This is this Let's Play in a nutshell.
Secure a channel to our
We
commander.
miss important
Once
plot
we
points
report
because we're
this,
babbling.
and discuss our plans for manipulating
Yes.
the committee.
Also because the plot is ridiculously complicated.
I lost count of how many subplots,
I see.
hidden
So
agendas,
what do you
and
want
like
me
all
to
of
do?
this stuff.
The
I
situation
lost
is
count
proceeding
of how
as
much of
planned.
that there
Don't
is.
interfere with it for now.
Of course. I can't imagine the Second Milshan government and the Kukai Foundation will simply hand it over. If this situation warrants, we may have to use the Song of Nephilim.
Now this
Dun
is
dun
a
dun!
I thought you hated it with a passion.
I'm just saying even your toys have their uses.
Then why don't you join?
Okay.
We can enjoy the show together.
Thanks, I'll pass. I don't share your perverse taste in hobbies.
Yeah, right, you gutless bastard.
Albedo, a URTV, a monster born of life recycling. There are plenty of mentally unstable life recycling variants out there, just as Cherenkov was one of them.
Oh, yeah.
If he starts
Okay, I guess that
getting
makes
impatient
sense.
and moves on his own,
Yes.
You needn't worry about that. Time means nothing to him. The only thing that interests him is that realia.
are you really going to use the Song of Nephilim?
Is it like Perish song in Pokemon?
Is it like what?
Is the Song of Nephilim like Perish song in Pokemon? Because the way they're talking
That
about it
song
makes it sound like
Draws
that.
everything unto madness.
Oh, yep, it is.
I am not familiar with very many things Pokemon.
Okay, so in Pokemon there's a move called Perish Song. And so when you use it, any Pokemon, like currently in the battle, so like it would be the 2 active Pokemon, or in the case of Double Battle, the 4 active Pokemon, they all have a 3-turn and you die time limit unless they switch out.
Mm-hmm.
So basically the way we jerk is to use that, like in a double battle, is to use that, and then use Mean Look on the opponent, which prevents them from escaping.
Oh no.
Mm-hmm.
So then you switch out on turn 3, but they can't, so they die at the end of turn 3. It's
Mhm.
really mean.
So it's like Doom in Final Fantasy.
How's that, KOS-MOS?
Yes.
Fine. There are no problems. Please continue.
I'm going to press random buttons.
Oh, poor Alan. I missed what was said to him, but he hung his head in shame.
Probably something
We will soon be
dismissive.
entering the Milshan star system. We will be entering orbit at 1400 hours local time.
Wait a minute.
Second Milsha spaceport
How can you
flight
have
control.
local time for an
Transmitting
entire
flight
planet?
plan. Requesting permission to dock.
That doesn't make sense.
I think it's where they're going to dock. That's the local time.
Hey, Momo.
Yeah, I guess.
Yes? What is it?
We'll be going our separate ways once we get to
Who's
second
taller?
Milsha,
Who's
right?
taller?
Yes?
I think Junior's
I don't know
slightly
if
taller.
aliens believe in carrying charms.
Not
or not,
much. Not by
but-
much.
Here, take this. It's for luck.
Aww. That looks like a pill.
Pretty.
I think it's a bullet.
It's a bullet from a long time ago.
It does look like a pill, though.
It's got a good luck phrase on it.
Okay.
Sayonara, baby.
He says that in battle, I think.
Thank you. I'll keep it
I
safe.
think we've heard him say that in battle.
That's what he says, yeah, when he wins a battle.
Oh, wait. Hold on a sec.
I'm gonna give you this.
Junior's in
Flip
love.
off.
Huh?
And he's shiny, too.
See, it's magical, and Momo's just like, ooh, pretty.
But she's shiny, too. I mean, she, like, shoots rays out of her one
There we
thingy.
go.
Why did that
Turn it
happen?
on.
Normally when you put something onto a chain, it doesn't sparkle like
Wow.
that.
You can do things like that too? That's wonderful.
It
Well,
kind
I'm
of tires
guessing
me
the
out a
bullet
bit.
didn't have a hole in it to put the chain through. He used the powers of alchemy and fused them together with
What a
alchemy.
strange welcome. Are they escorting us in this time?
They're blocking the way? This is no welcome.
Uh-oh.
Confirm photon torpedo detonation in immediate vicinity. We're being surrounded by a fleet of Federation vessels.
Hope they don't have a two... No, that would be proton torpedoes. Never mind.
As you can see from this video, the Kukai Foundation has engaged in what is clearly an act of aggression against the 117th Marine Division.
What?
From the events that followed, we can only come to the conclusion that this was an act of rebellion orchestrated by the Foundation's creators, the Second Miltian government. In light of these troubling events, we hereby enter a motion for the following. Per Article 104, an emergency suspension of the vested rights of Second Miltia's autonomous government.
I'd like to add that the 422nd Fleet from Gedalia has been dispatched
Alright,
to the scene
so the
to
Kukai
surround
Foundation has
and
been
contain
set up
the
somehow.
Kukai Foundation and Second Miltia.
Because I
Hold
definitely
on,
don't
everyone.
remember
They constitute
anything
an authorized use of force.
that we did against the
deployment is
Marines.
in accordance with the Federation Emergency Powers Act. It is fully within our powers.
I would think that the Kukai Foundation possessing that level of weaponry is a far greater problem in and of itself.
Perhaps they were heroes during the conflict, or whatever in the past. But the current situation is a result of letting them have their way for so long. The Zohar belong to the entire Federation. Why should Second Miltia have sole control?
The decision to turn the artifacts of old Miltia over to an impartial third party was decided by vote 14 years ago.
There it is again, folks, 14 years
We're
ago.
talking about the dangers of it being monopolized by a corporation.
The Kukai Foundation was converted after the completion of the post-war cleanup and their own disarmament. Since taking on their current name and converting to a business, their primary source of income has become entertainment and tourism. How could they possibly have a vested interest in the Zohar?
You call that disarmed?
It's just enough for self-defense. Think back to the reason the organization was formed. Not only that, we can't ignore their recent achievements against the Gnosis.
Can we be certain these accusations aren't merely jealousy on the part of a state that didn't receive post-war government handouts?
How dare you!
I've heard rumors that Miltia was secretly involved not only with the current planetary disappearance case, but also with other recent developments,
It sounded
including the
like they
anti-Gnosis
tried to
Zohar
set up
project.
the Kukai Foundation, but it
I'd
is
like
now
to hear the contact
backfired because
subcommittee's
people
thoughts
are
on all
actually
this.
defending him.
Dr. Mizrahi?
Maybe.
We moved the 100 series Realian to Second Miltia in accordance with the original plan.
She's not there
We're
yet.
following the protocols.
But I
She's
wonder,
in orbit.
That's true.
have you forgotten that it was Miltia that produced the lunatic that summoned the Gnosis and tried to destroy the Federation?
I sympathize with your desire to defend your late husband, but perhaps you are too deeply involved in this situation.
I would not have expected my presence here to be misconstrued in such a manner.
Oh, really? This is just
should've
a
done that
governmental
earlier.
policy. You
You'll
deserve
have the
that.
Federation if you continue!
Jealousy on the part of the state, that's all.
Order! Order! We've just patched in with Representative Helmer.
I'd like to hear about the situation from the second Miltian government.